Do you hear it? If you listen very closely, you can hear it. It's the sound of the clock. It's the sound of the sand dropping in the hourglass as time rapidly runs out for the WNBA. The ladies have 24 hours to get this deal finalized. And if the deal's not finalized in 24 hours, WNBA players, they are taking the first step to canceling the 2026 season. You don't have to take my word for it. According to Napheesa Collier, who describes herself as a huge star. Family and friends may believe that Napheesa is a star, but clearly, the people in the Islamic Republic of Minneapolis are not mesmerized by her fake star power, because every home game, there are more flies around the wiener and the trash can than people sitting in the seats. But according to Napheesa Collier, WNBA players are prepared to go on strike. WNBA players are prepared to cancel the season. They are not backing down. They are holding firm, which should not be a surprise to my audience because I've been telling you this for months. Hell, we started talking about this last year. WNBA players would use Unrivaled as leverage. They would supplement their lost income by playing in Unrivaled. And they would not back down until Kat Engelbert agreed to their unreasonable demands. The problem is, Kat Engelbert, she ain't backing down either. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. There is a reason that Kathy Engelbert and Adam Silver, there is a reason they are refusing to give WNBA players what they want, which is revenue sharing. If the WNBA gives in to these unreasonable demands, they potentially have no path to profitability. This is no longer just my opinion. This is also the opinion of Dave Sampson, former president of the Miami Marlins. And I also believe that Dave is an investor in Unrivaled. According to Super Dave, what WNBA players want is the league to agree to a deal that would guarantee no profitability, and the league is not going to do that. If I'm the NBA, I'm also looking at the hundreds of millions of dollars I have invested in this dump. I'm also looking at the fact that this charity disguised as a business has never given me a single peso in return on my investment. Why in the hell would I give players more money when they haven't given me a damn thing in return? The only thing WNBA players have given the NBA is complaints. Last I checked, there's no way to monetize complaints, just like there's been no way to monetize this WNBA turd in the last 30 years. Basically, the WNBA is at a stalemate. The players aren't budging, the league's not budging, and I don't see either side giving in anytime soon. Here in a couple of months, WNBA players will be supplementing their income in the secondary dump known as Unrivaled. They will be making six-figure salaries while their investors see six-figure losses. Hell, maybe even seven-figure losses. Here's what I think is going to happen. Caitlin Clark is not playing for Unrivaled. More than likely, that means Unrivaled has no chance to succeed. Well, Casey, that's not true. The WNBA survived without Caitlin Clark this season. Yeah, a lot of that survival was based on the hope that the Rue from Waterloo would return. And a lot of the WNBA's ratings were driven by the Indiana Felines. The primary investor for Unrivaled is Turner Sports, TNT. The vast majority of Unrivaled's revenue is coming from their television deal. WNBA players, they are using their six-figure salaries in Unrivaled as leverage to get seven-figure salaries in the WNBA. But if Unrivaled doesn't start generating profit, that leverage disappears. Unrivaled doesn't have the NBA backing them. Unrivaled doesn't have an investor that's willing to lose millions of dollars for the next 3 decades. TNT is investing in this league to make money, and the only way TNT can make money is for Unrivaled to draw respectable ratings. If that doesn't happen, and WNBA players lose leverage, they'll have one of two choices. They can continue to be stubborn, they can continue to hold out, or they can accept the deal that the WNBA is offering, which significantly raises their current salaries. The problem is, by the time we potentially get to that point, it could be too late to save the 2026 season. And if that happens, the momentum they have spent the last 2 years building is lost, and it might never be recovered. Earlier on the main channel, we talked about Zoran Mamdani and his socialist dreams of destroying New York City. If you want an example of socialism, just look at the WNBA. Socialism breeds entitlement. Basically, socialism is underperformers living off of high achievers. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and maybe one or two other players, but mainly Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. They are responsible for elevating the WNBA. NBA owners are responsible for keeping this turd of a league alive. If you look at the leaders, if you look at the vocal players making unreasonable demands, for the most part, they have contributed next to nothing, but they are willing to risk what other people have built to satisfy their entitlement. They're willing to destroy momentum. They're willing to destroy what NBA owners have kept alive because they think they're owed something. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.